definitely go kick it off. The Vincent J. McMahon Award. It's a prestigious award, Trent. It was an award that has never been given out before. Vincent K. McMahon's daddy, if you will, was a great man. He was a great man. He was a great promoter, and this award was given to honor his memory. It was meant to honor his legacy because whoever gets this award is going to represent the legacy of the WWE. And who received it, Trent?
That would be Stephanie McMahon.
Shocker.
Well,
Shocker.
a little bit because I was expecting it to be Vince or Triple H.
I did consider it being Triple H. I wouldn't have thought any different if Vince gave it to himself.
Yeah.
What do you think? Or what did you think when they gave it to Stephanie, though?
No big deal. I kind of sort of expected. I knew it was going to be one of the three.
Well, here's the thing. I mean, we won't really labor on that, but we knew this was going to set up a storyline. So when they gave it to Stephanie, I thought maybe Triple H would come down to accept it with her.
Yeah.
But it came off a little cold. It came off a little cold, like, okay, Stephanie, all right, well, okay, whatever. But then, oh my gosh, Shane McMahon appears. I don't know any other words to the song. All I know is "Here Comes the Money."
Yep.
Money, money, money. I think they say dollar, dollar like 2 times, but that has to be top 10 favorite wrestler thing. I really like that song.
I really like it. Yeah.
All right, so Shane comes out, man. Shane comes out to an unbelievable response. I don't know if Shane was born in Detroit. I don't know if he, hit up the local bars in Detroit or if there's some significance of Detroit, but people went crazy, man.
I think it's just people's ready to see him come back.
Oh, man. And people were going crazy. And if you watch this live, this was a close to a 30-minute segment, man. I mean, they kind of had the Ambrose and Brock thing, but we'll touch on that next. But this was a long segment. Now, the crux of the whole segment was Shane's back. You really don't know what kind of struggle there is as far as what's owed to him or what's owed to Stephanie, but he's gonna face The Undertaker, right?
Yeah.
And the stipulation is if he wins, he gets Raw, which basically is the WWE.
Yeah.
But what if he loses? What happens? I mean, it's just a one night, one match type thing.
I guess.
He what?
He's just gone again.
Yeah. So thoughts on him facing The Undertaker?
It was very interesting. I didn't see it coming anywhere. The rumor was that, that they had Undertaker scheduled to face somebody that wasn't even on the roster. Never did I imagine it'd be Shane. But it's also, I'm wondering if it's even going to be Shane by the time WrestleMania comes. I wonder if somebody don't represent him.
That was what I was thinking. Now you do have, I guess you have 5 weeks left.
Yeah.
When Vince announced it would be him versus The Undertaker, instantly my mind started thinking, okay, well this does fit well into the Raw's preceding WrestleMania. Maybe they're not on the same show. You can have Shane on. It gives instant credibility. And then you have Undertaker on, opposite weeks or whatever.
Right.
Then I was thinking to what we spoke about for WrestleMania. Shane puts on he puts on terrific matches for pay-per-views.
Yeah.
He goes all out. We talk about him being kind of a stunt guy, more of a hardcore guy, just going all out. You're not going to get a technical match, but you're going to see Shane go for some high-risk maneuvers.
Right.
So I thought it would be a really good match. I'm a little curious as to if you're facing The Undertaker, do you win?
Yeah. And another thing about that being, doing the stunts and stuff, is he ain't gonna be able to do too much when it's in the cell. when it's in the Hell in a Cell.
What do you think will happen in the cell, though?
I don't know. I mean,
Here's what I'm saying. Like, if you're in the cell, obviously, the Undertaker can climb up. They
yeah.
go to the top of the cell. They fight on the cell. Powerbomb on the cell. Chokeslam on the cell. Whatever.
Do you think somebody gets put through it or something?
I don't.
Do that?
I don't know. It's with the whole Shane coming back thing. I've read and I've heard, and people are just rumbling like maybe they're taking it back to the Attitude Era. Maybe they're taking it back to when it was hardcore and so you get to thinking, and possibly Shane falls off the cage. Possibly Shane just gets injured really, really bad, and he just takes those bumps that you see Shane take going through tables, going through glass, maybe go through the cage, maybe the door of it or something.
Yeah.
But it's going to be a very interesting match, and probably one that's memorable. But here again, you have Shane coming back to get that instant pop. So maybe it's a good match, maybe it sucks. I don't know.
Let's see. I think Shane will win it. I'm thinking Shane might win, and I'm thinking they might bring the brand split back.
Okay, so if Shane wins, oh gosh, man, how do you think Shane would win? By itself, outside interference? What?
Outside interference, it had to be.
Okay.
Yeah. And this also puts the Undertaker in an odd spot because so he's a bad guy? Is he's a heel now, working for Vince, or?
I mean, you can't. From the way it was set up, you have Undertaker as Vince's monster, I guess, right? To kill his son.
But Taker don't seem like he would be that kind of character, really.
You don't know. I mean, he was the heel in the Brock and Undertaker feud during the fall.
Right.
So maybe he carries that over to do the devil's due.
Yeah.
Or do the devil's bidding. It's really hard for me to imagine the Undertaker losing to Shane McMahon in WrestleMania.
Yeah. That's why I'm still wondering if it's not going to be somebody in Shane's place.
You got 5 more weeks to do it. Initially, when it was announced, I really thought they might call it audible. So, we'll see. Monday, I think the Undertaker's supposed to be on Raw.
Yeah.
We'll see what he comes through, and if they change it. Yeah, I would love to see something different on Raw. I would love to see a change. The brand split may make SmackDown a better show.
Yeah. Well, they've already been trying to make it a little bit better, these last few weeks.
Yeah, but you're talking about WrestleMania lead-ins, though, right? I mean, was it a better show? Was it a better show if you took out the stars that are on Raw? Like, if the stars from Raw didn't come to SmackDown?
No.
And I mean, dude, you're gonna see a bunch of commercials. You're gonna see a bunch of teasers. You might see some wrestlers on American Idol tonight. You never know. But they're gonna.
Hogan was on there 1 year.
That's what I'm saying. You're gonna see everything as far as WrestleMania. I might see Titus O'Neil delivering my mail. I don't know. But this is what they're gonna do, man. It's WrestleMania season. So you have Shane either winning at WrestleMania against the Undertaker or like a substitute.
I'm thinking it's Cena. I really think Cena's gonna step in his place.
I've been reading, man. I've seen tweets and I've seen little photos. He is Super Cena. Whatever they inject him with, you could see Cena in that role. I mean, maybe it's Vince in the corner of the Undertaker and Shane in the corner of Cena. I mean, and something like that would definitely work, and that way you build something for 6 weeks. Because I don't think Shane and the Undertaker are going to be talking trash to each other for 5 more weeks.
No.
Okay. All right. So we potentially have Cena and the Undertaker. But either way, I would love to see Shane come out, fall off a cage, go through a table,
Yeah.
That'd be awesome. All right, so switching gears here, we got another of the WWE's monsters in Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
Did you see the staged beatdown that he gave Ambrose?
Yeah, I thought that was pretty good the way they done that. They don't do that a lot these days.
Yeah, it was cool. It was cool. If you didn't, I didn't see it coming, so it was definitely cool. I was just looking at the knee strikes that he gave him, and it looked like something Will Ferrell might give in a movie.
It didn't look like none of them connected.
None of them connected. None of them connected, dude. It was hilarious to me, but once he threw him on the limo, that kind of solidified it as, oh, this is so that was cool. That was cool. Yeah, Ambrose got sent to the hospital and he came back, right?
Right.
Thoughts on when he?
I thought that segment was really good. I still think they're building Dean up real good. I think he's got a good chance against Lesnar.
Now we didn't see this coming out of Fastlane. We maybe saw Brock and Bray.
Yeah.
I saw Roman and Ambrose, or possibly Brock and Triple H. So
yeah,
you're pushing for Ambrose. So how do you feel on this matchup?
It should be very good. It's going to be hard hitting, and it might have a chance to be the best match on the show.
Now this is what is it? A hardcore match or no holds barred?
No holds barred street fight.
Street fight. Okay. Street fight in Dallas. A Dallas street fight. Okay. All right.
They should have made it like a Texas death match or something.
I see where you're going with that, but I mean, if you're talking about Jerry World and AT&T Stadium, I really wish maybe for this match they take it back to where they're wrestling all around the arena, but doing it something like that is going to be crazy. If they rated the Victoria's Secret section at in Jerry World, that'll be awesome. But this is going to be a fight, and Brock needs that. Brock's, like I said, man, suplex, hit you in the balls, and then you give me an F5. I get tired of that shit. Dean Ambrose.
I never would have thought he would have got this big of a high-profile match.
You think he wins or loses?
I think he wins.
Listen, are you just picking upsets today? Is that what it is?
It must be.
You think Ambrose is going to beat Brock?
Yeah.
This is fantasy booking 101. All right, so if Ambrose beats Brock, how do you think he's going down?
I don't know. I don't know about that one.
You don't think? Obviously, Heyman's not going to turn on him, but you think he legitimately beats him straight up? And I mean, we could have a situation like The Rock and Mankind, where he with the empty arena match where he sandwiches in between a forklift or something.
Yeah.
So that could go down, but right. I think it's gonna be a good match, and you can stretch this because I don't think Brock's gonna be at every single Raw up until Mania.
No.
And Ambrose will be out there just talking trash, and he'll probably deliver really good, really strong promos up until then.
Yeah, it'll be him and Heyman, and cutting promos on each other every week.
Yeah, we'll get the best out of Heyman for about 5 weeks. That'll be awesome. Mm-hmm. That will be awesome. Yeah, I forgot about that. That's what's gonna hold us over when Brock's not there.
Is Brock supposed to be on Raw Monday?
From the 8,000 links that I've looked at, all I saw was The Undertaker, and honestly, that should be enough. But you never know.
They might switch them back and forth each week. Undertaker one week, Brock the other week.
Bingo. So with that said, those were the big moments of Raw. I mean, just from jump, Raw was going crazy. I
Yeah.
read the viewership ratings. The Shane segment or part did a 4. First hour did a 3.8. Second did a like a 3.5, and the third did a 3.3 or something like that. So people were obviously hooked from the Brock the backstage beatdown.
Yeah.
And then Shane just going, dude. Well, sorry to go back to Shane, but that was a tremendous response for someone who hasn't been there in a long time.
Right. I mean, he got almost like a Hogan or Stone Cold kind of reaction.
Do you think it played well for people who didn't see or probably didn't even know who Shane McMahon was?
Yeah, I think so, because obviously for the crowd to react like that, they have to think he's a big deal. You know, the crowd ain't going to chill like that for just nobody.
True, but I mean, he's standing in the ring.
Plus, even him having the last name McMahon means he's a somebody.
True, but him standing in the ring, he's not a Goldberg, he's not a Sting. You know, there hasn't been a video package of him ever in forever.
Yeah.
It just took me kind of by surprise that everybody was going crazy, but I was going crazy, dude. So I'm not shocked, but you know, good. Trent.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, just checking. Yeah, it was a little nostalgic to see him there. You know, and hopefully they start showing how not careless, but how spectacular Shane can be in big moments.
Right. But, you know, it's kind of bad that they had to bring a McMahon back for the crowd to, you know, for the ratings to go up like that. You know, they should be able to do that with their current stars.
Yeah.
But they don't build them, you know.
Well, this is the same. This is to take off from what they've done every single year. You know, if they can't get Rock, if they can't get Stone Cold, they're bringing back a name. Once again, Shane McMahon is a name to me. Shane McMahon is a name if you watch the Attitude Era. But Shane McMahon hasn't been around for 4 or 5, 6 years. I don't know.
2009, I think, is the last time I remember.
Sheesh,
when they were feuding with Orton.
Yeah, 6 years, 7 years. He's missed a bunch of time doing his thing, and I mean, I'm pretty sure they're gonna hype him up.
Has more gray hair than Vince does.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that. He went great quick, man. That was crazy. Yeah. That was crazy. Oh man. But hey, Shane and the Undertaker, it's going to be a momentous occasion, and it's only right that Shane would come back at WrestleMania.
Right. But I wonder why. I mean, why this Mania? You think? I mean, like he's been gone so long. What made him want to come back?
Dude, let me just say this. If you're not a wrestling fan, or you are a wrestling fan and you haven't watched wrestling in a while, this was the Raw to watch.
Yeah.
Obviously he came back because it's WrestleMania, but you know, like you questioned, why now? I don't know, man. I really think they're struggling to fill 100,000 seats in, you know, AT&T Stadium.
Yeah.
But I'm glad he's back. Let's just put it that way.
Right.
I wouldn't have wanted him to come back before Payback or Extreme Rules or something like that. And you know, I asked this earlier. I'm glad he came back in a big city, you know, like Detroit. If he would have came back in Alabama, or you know, at the Bilo Center in Greenville, South Carolina, yeah, I don't think it would have played off as well.
No.
But it was a great reaction, and it really set up Raw to where you didn't even realize that 20 or 25 minutes, 30 minutes had gone by.
Right. And you know, with him being, you know, the babyface, he's going to be a babyface authority figure. That's really a good thing because we've needed that for a while on Raw.
Trent, don't get ahead of yourself. Do you really think he's well? All right. I will agree with you on the fact that he's going to be the opposite to McMahon and be the babyface. But
Right.
if he wins, do you think we're going to have a babyface GM, and maybe Vince, Triple H, and Stephanie are running SmackDown?
I think so.
So he'll be the people's GM.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. All right. I'm gonna write these down, man, because
If not all the way babyface, then maybe just in between a neutral, kind of like Regal is over on NXT.
yeah. Okay. I see what you're saying. I definitely see what you're saying. Because honestly, man, if you're not fighting with the GM, he doesn't have to have. I mean, he doesn't have to have a strong position either way. Like,
Right.
I mean, I think Kevin Owens hit Regal one time, but that was just to build him. So,
because like we'll go weeks and weeks and never see Regal on NXT.
But on Raw, they always stick with that central authority figure. And if you have a face GM, you might get more fun Raws. You might get more entertaining Raws. Maybe John Laurinaitis thought of this when he wanted people power, but I don't think. I'm very cautious to think that Raw is gonna make this sudden turnaround, or we're gonna have a long-standing face GM.
Well, they got to do something because their ratings ain't been worth a crap. So they got to do something.
Yeah, this could be the start. This could be the start because you could possibly go so many different ways 5 weeks from now, with giving control to Shane.
Yeah.
And based on who's going to be your champion.
Mm-hmm.
I thought as soon as Shane was out and Triple H kind of hinted to it or said something about him, Shane's always been a screw up or whatever, I instantly thought that whatever plays out with the Undertaker match, that Shane was going to cost Triple H the title.
Right.
And, strongly back Roman Reigns.
Yeah. I think there might be somebody else at Mania that does that instead of Shane.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Like is that a little tease there?
Yeah.
Is that a little foreshadowing there, Trent?
Yeah.
All right. Look, we're gonna jump on that later in the show. Right now, let's get to Y2 AJ.
Yeah. I don't like them as a team, really.
Oh, Trent, why?
Because I don't want AJ stuck in some tag match at Mania, especially if it's some kind of multi-team tag match.
Yeah, it doesn't really play well for having AJ Styles, by himself.
Right.
Maybe they do something on SmackDown tonight, but hopefully AJ gets out of Chris Jericho's, not necessarily shadow, but his little wing.
Yeah.
AJ Styles isn't a rookie.
Right.
He doesn't need someone to hold his hand and do all these other things. Was it entertaining? Yes, it was entertaining. Are they going for the tag titles? I doubt it. So, now Kevin Owens was not on this show.
No.
You wanted or thought about Owens and Styles at Mania, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I would love to see that.
But then where does Jericho go? Because I think he'll at least be at Mania. He might be going after that, but
I was just about to say that. I don't know what Jericho does. I don't know the millions of dollars that Jericho is getting paid to be on all these TV shows. But maybe they keep this tag team thing up. This is the first of the 6 weeks leading up to WrestleMania.
Right.
Next week should probably give us a little bit more. It was, it's as we go down the Raw card, it was kind of hard to top Shane. Like it was really hard to top Brock and Ambrose, and this was just an entertaining match. I did hope that the Social Outcast, or I did want the Social Outcast to do is it the Bow Run? What is that thing?
The boat train or something like that.
Boat train, yes. I like that, dude. I mean,
which brings up another point from Raw. We got our next Hall of Fame inductee.
yes, all aboard the
whole train.
yes, yes, Godfather, comma, Papa Shango. Jeez, what else?
That's about all he had.
Oh gosh,
Good
man.
father. Good father.
Yeah, good. Yeah, the good father. Oh man, well deserved for a guy that never let a gimmick stop him from doing what he needed to do. So very well deserved, man. And there should be a place in the Hall of Fame for just guys who maybe were never heavyweight champions,
right?
But just stay with obviously love their craft and just stay with it, man. And we're over in whatever they did to some degree.
Right. Well, I think that was started. That little part was started when Coco Beware went in.
Yeah, just okay, yeah. Somebody that was definitely over with the crowd and just had a place, always had a spot. Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true. That is definitely true. I mean, if you're gonna continue your career, you need to be able to adapt. And Good Father, Godfather, yeah, he was able to do that, man. I remember when Kama when he came out, and I was like, oh, okay. And then, or it was either who was it? Papa Shango and Kama were kind of close together.
Yeah.
But like Kama could have been like the early parts of an MMA character. He was literally styled as just a ass kicker. And
Right.
but like a brawler, like a boxer type guy. Not like a street fight guy, but just he was just a brawler versus a wrestler.
Right.
And I don't know. I don't think it worked though.
No, it didn't. He didn't really find his thing until he was the Godfather.
Yeah, I did like Papa
He said
Shango.
that in interviews that was his most comfortable thing that he was ever done.
What was he ever a pimp in real life?
No, but he runs a strip club and stuff. So.
Oh, okay, yeah. I mean, if leading scantily clad women around is his thing, then hey, more power to him.
That's right.
Now,
I'd take the job.
what? Man, Trent, you got any hopes of being a strip club owner soon?
Huh?
Do you have any hopes of being a strip club owner soon?
I don't think so. I don't see it in my future.
All right, okay, all right. Um, well, we were talking about scantily clad women, and now we're gonna talk about three guys that were just made to look like three little girls, the Wyatts.
Yeah.
They did pick up the win, all due to albeit to some shadiness by Ryback.
Right.
What do you think about the Wyatts?
Well, I thought it was stupid that they didn't win at Fastlane, especially if they want to get Braun over. Why not let him pin one of the big guys? That didn't make sense at all. There wasn't no reason really for Kane and Show and Ryback to win at Fastlane.
That.
And as far as Mania goes, I have no clue what they're doing.
When you watch Fastlane and they lost, did you just see the water running out of the cup as far as any hope for the Wyatts going forward? Any hope for Bray or this Braun Strowman guy?
Not at that moment, but once they didn't run in, and once I found out that Ambrose and Brock, because I was still thinking they was going to run in on the main event.
Yeah, true. Okay, true. That is true. That is true. That is true. But still, man, here's what I was thinking of today. Because you saw them get the win, yay, hurrah, whatever. Could the whole Braun Strowman thing just have been, hate to say it, but a work just to, was it like a three card Molly stunt where you're doing all this stuff over here, but we're trying to get you to focus on this. Is it Brock and Bray? Is it Strowman and Undertaker? To just divert your attention on what we're trying to set up at WrestleMania. Because if you had Braun Strowman, man, dude, you had people comment after comment talking about Braun Strowman's spot at WrestleMania. Where was, and at the end of the day, it's Braun Strowman, man. Let's be honest.
Mm-hmm.
And so much attention was placed on where this guy's gonna be, how they can make this guy look good, and then you lose at the pay-per-view.
Right.
Then you don't do what people think will elevate Bray by doing the run-in. And so you're like, oh, not only did Bray not get to do anything, his team lost. Why is this guy feared? Why is he the face of fear? Why is Braun the face of destruction when you always lose and you get beat?
Yep.
Hopefully we'll see something out of these guys. I don't know.
At this point, I don't see him being in nothing more than the Battle Royal.
You're talking about Strowman though, right?
Yeah.
What about Bray?
No different, really.
Wow. And that's sad, man. That is really sad.
Yeah.
Like, I could see them trying to fit Strowman in, which I don't mind. I don't like it, but I don't mind it. But Bray, you have somebody with talent. You do have 5 weeks to get them right. You got 5 weeks to set some seeds, give him a couple promos, outline who he wants to attack. But it will fall flat due to the fact that he keeps losing.
Right. Here's what they could do to build both Bray and Braun. Put them in the Battle Royal, have Braun eliminate the most people, and have Bray win it.
As oh crap. You got Strowman and Bray as the last two.
No, I wouldn't have them as the last two.
Okay.
But Braun would eliminate most of the people, you know.
Okay.
Maybe final 4 or 5, some Bray to get knocked out somewhere, and they eliminate Braun, and then Bray comes back and wins it or something.
Okay. I mean, I was thinking something of, well, no, but that's for the Andre the Giant thing, right?
Yeah.
And you want Bray to win the Andre the Giant thing?
It's better than nothing, I guess.
Okay. I mean, I could see Strowman winning it.
Yeah.
But Bray needs something. We're both in agreement that Bray needs something. I don't know with this whole Ryback thing. I don't know where that's going.
I don't either.
I don't. I mean, the guy should be happy that he got the win at Fastlane, but now to do a heel turn, seemingly out of nowhere. Yes, this whole 3-way 6-man sucked, but you know, you closed out Raw last Monday night,
right?
And now you're gonna do your own thing. Okay, good luck with that, buddy.
Once again, unless they can't do that because they're both heels. I was gonna say unless they done Ryback and Bray, but they're both heels. I don't see that happening.
Yeah, right. This is a sticky situation. I've heard the stupid comments about Goldberg and Ryback. Doubt it's gonna happen. Probably not gonna happen.
No, and if Goldberg does come, I don't see him facing Ryback. He's above that.
Well, with the switch to tights versus that singlet.
Yeah.
Or is that a singlet? I don't care.
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah.
You have the comparisons. Bald head guy. He was supposed to be. He was basically. You know, people were chanting Goldberg when he first came out anyway. Yeah. I don't know, but Ryback needs to get something in gear, kick it in gear fast, if he's going to have some kind of participation in WrestleMania that actually matters.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
So
unless they do a multi-ladder match for a U.S. title or something, and he's in that.
Well, I mean, those will get settled probably 3 weeks, 4 weeks before.
Yeah.
Right now, I mean, like I said, it was kind of hard to top Shane and Brock, and you know, this is when Raw kind of died down. let's get off of these Wyatts and steroid
Right,
guys.
yeah.
But did you see the Divas match? I didn't catch the Divas match.
Yeah, let's see. I can't remember what it was. It was Naomi and Sasha again, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Now Charlotte basically set up her promo at the end basically set up the like a number one contenders match between Becky and Sasha.
Right.
Okay. All right. So we're kind of on track with hopefully a triple threat at WrestleMania. Maybe we get Sasha and Charlotte. I don't know.
I think they'll throw Becky in.
Okay. All right. I think so too. It's just, I mean, dude, you got 5 more weeks, and we're getting to the point where they at least show the Divas on Raw and give them some mic time. I mean, Charlotte's a better mic promo than Brie and Nikki Bella, so we're kind of going to more of a time where the Divas actually, even if it's for a short amount of time, they get something off that's more relevant to their storyline.
Right.
And maybe it helps their storyline.
Yeah. And there's also rumors that there's going to be 2 Divas matches at Mania.
2 Divas matches.
Yeah.
Tell me of these rumors that you speak of, sir.
I heard there's going to be a triple threat and then something else for the other women. What that'll be, I don't know.
Okay, but well, we've seen in going through our WrestleManias, you can get something on WrestleMania.
Yeah.
You can get something. You can have everybody in catering have a hardcore match if you wanted to. So yeah, I wouldn't knock that. I'm pretty sure they're going to be huge matches where you're going to need a die down time to go. Unfortunately, to go to the bathroom or go get some popcorn or whatever. So
it's going to be weird to see WrestleMania without Paige.
Why is that?
I don't know. I just feel she's one of the top girls. Other than these 3, she's number 4.
I like her moveset. I definitely like the PTO.
Yeah.
I like that. It's just I really don't think that she delivers a great promo. But
and another thing, she's a victim of the turning all the time too.
Yeah, I mean, she can't really stay consistent. So how do you trust in a storyline with Paige?
Right.
And maybe we'll give Paige some more time. I thought you were about to say Paige is climbing over Caitlyn's spot in your heart.
No.
That's where I thought you were going, Trent. Like, you kind of scared me for a little bit. You kind of scared me. Listen, if you want to petition for Paige to get on WrestleMania, do so, my friend. Do so. Do so. Now, are you going to petition for Roman Reigns to lose at WrestleMania?
No. I still see him winning. I don't know how in the world they're going to do this with the way the crowd reacted to him Monday. They're going to have a problem.
How did they react to him on Monday?
They booed him out of the building.
Boo was not even. Booing is an underestimate. Underestimate. Yeah, understatement. Jeez, I can't talk today. They booed the heck out of this guy.
Right.
And not only did they boo him, they cheered Triple H like he just came off of quad surgery. Look, he basically looked like that guy.
Yeah.
With the jeans and stuff. They cheered him like Roman had threw Stephanie McMahon through a plate glass window.
Actually, if he would have done that, they might have actually cheered for him.
But I would get that, Trent. That would have been maybe a holy shit chance. That would have been more of a hardcore mark out moment.
Right.
This is what I want you to do, Trent. If you have time to look at Raw again, or you can envision it, okay?
Okay.
Watch it again on mute and
Okay.
tell me who's the face and who's the heel.
Right. Yeah.
Now,
Triple H was doing everything he could to be a heel.
here's what I'm saying, Trent. Even if you watch it again with the sound on and you close your eyes, Triple H came off like the face traditionally, and Roman came off as the heel. And if you're listening to this and you're like, no, you're wrong, man, you suck, you're not telling the truth, look at almost every single feud, like a WrestleMania feud, or probably just feuds involving Triple H that have happened. If Triple H is the heel, when he comes out and he's destroying Roman, like we said, the crowd is usually silent, like, oh my gosh, please, hands over their mouths, help Roman, oh my gosh, or any other heel coming out and doing what they did to Roman Reigns. It's quiet, it's dead quiet. It's there's mumblings, but like, oh my gosh, I can't believe what I'm seeing. Not on Monday, Trent.
No.
What was it like on Monday, Trent?
They cheered him, and like you said, you would have thought he'd just come back from a year-long injury, and I mean, and the thing that's bad is, this is just Detroit. Can you imagine when they get to WrestleMania?
Bingo.
And, they have people from all over, and that smart crowd.
Bingo. And
another thing is the cities they're going to between now and then aren't going to help him either.
Bingo.
That's why they at least got a Chicago on the way.
That's why I'm saying you have Triple H as the face in this feud. I don't care what anybody says. And I'm totally okay with that because you still get some kind of reactions for this guy and for that guy. I don't care if, they play little circus music for Roman and, it doesn't matter. At least you get a reaction. At least they're not quiet like Charlie Haas. They don't get a reaction like Charlie Haas. It's just you're banking on Roman and he's getting booed out of the building. So this is where I was going before with Shane. I see Shane helping Roman and building that heel GM because, like you said, every city they're going to, or a number of the cities that they're going to, you got Triple H just getting cheered non-stop. Like you got Triple H doing anything that he can to come off as a heel, but people were chanting one more time.
Mm-hmm.
People were totally into it. It was just like there was no stop or no. Triple H would kind of fake like he was leaving and then come back and they cheer louder. This was not a time or crowd where you heard women shrieking and screaming. No. Everybody in that crowd was chanting. So Trent, I don't know, man.
If they want Roman to be a face, they gonna have to do something. Because I mean, they're not reacting to him as a face at all.
Wouldn't you want the guy that you're putting all this behind to be loved, to be cared for, to have some kind of compassion when not only does he get some say his nose broken, or I don't know, he did bleed pretty bad.
He supposedly had surgery. That's in quotation marks, surgery.
Yeah. Like, dude, nobody cared. And this is what happens when you're a heel. yo, you deserved it. Yeah. And, you know, people are waiting for you to get your butt kicked. And if you bleed like a stuffed pig, it's bonus points for Triple H to have that blood on his wrestling tape.
Yeah.
Dude, nobody cared. Nobody cared. This is how I was looking at it. If Roman's your guy, and Roman's going to schools and press conferences as the beloved guy, he just got beat down, and everybody, 4 million people, including 20,000 people there or more, were chanting him on to get his butt kicked and his face mauled.
Yep.
How does that look?
Not good.
It's just terrible, man. All right, so if we're gonna look ahead to WrestleMania, how do you think this match ends?
Roman's definitely walking out champion. I see that for sure. Maybe they could do Dean turning and costing him the match. Setting up Dean and Roman for the future.
Costing
Roman. Or wait a minute. No, that wouldn't be right, would it?
No, that's not a term. Well, that's a term, but it's not really.
I don't know. I'm confused about the thing. I don't know what they're gonna do.
If you get 100,000 people booing Roman, I mean, does it? I don't know, man. It's like you're almost banking on that.
When he gets that ovation after WrestleMania, they have no choice but to turn him heel after WrestleMania.
I totally agree. I totally agree.
I don't think there's no way they're going to do it before, but they definitely have to do it after.
I totally agree. And that may just be the building block. Like, that may have to happen. That may have to happen. He might have to get booed out of the building for the Monday afterward, for him to be like, I did all of this. I got my face busted open, and you people booed me. Screw you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, hey, maybe that's what has to happen, man. Maybe that's what has to happen.
Here's what I'd like to see. Okay, he goes and he wins at WrestleMania. He turns heel. Him and Dean feud over the summer during those down months. Then at SummerSlam, Dean wins the title.
Dang, Trent. Listen, how many Dean Ambrose Asylum shirts do you have in your closet, man?
Not a one.
Jesus, you want Ambrose to win it immediately? Well, not immediately, but
at SummerSlam.
You know what I'm saying? Come on, you don't need. So you want no parts of the Roman era?
No, not really.
I mean, I can definitely see that happening. Is this banking on Roman being a heel turn heel? Okay,
yeah,
I can definitely see that happening. Especially at SummerSlam, I can definitely see that happen. Definitely see that happening. Oh man, but like I said, if anybody didn't see Raw, this was a Raw that you need to watch on the network. There's some videos out there watching Raw in 4 seconds or 4 minutes or something like that. This was definitely a Raw to check out, man. I don't even remember the number of matches that were on it. It were just good segments.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Well, you had the New Day on the show.
Yeah, that's weird what they're doing with them, because at Fastlane it's like they was going babyface.
Yeah, this whole thing with the League of Nations.
Yeah.
I don't get it. Maybe I don't know. I don't know.
And then you got the Dudleys and the Usos feuding.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't really mention these because I don't really think they're gonna get their just due. You know, maybe the Dudleys bring out the tables at WrestleMania, but yeah, I don't really see where they fit in. I mean, but you have said on plenty of occasions, maybe there's like a 14 tag match.
Yeah.
Or oh man, this will be a great time to do the rehash of the Edge and Christian, the Hardys and the Dudleys at WrestleMania.
That ran through my mind if they could do that, if they would do that.
Yeah, because that match, well, that was like first. What was the first one?
Yeah.
The very first one. Like that set up, those future matches. And I mean that I was a fan of everybody at the time. I just think it got everybody over in quadruples and quintuplets. It was just everybody came out a winner out of them. It didn't even matter who won, and obviously Eddie Christian won, but
Yeah.
we could see something like that. Maybe New Day, the Dudleys and the Usos.
Yeah, that'd be pretty good.
Yeah, would be pretty good. Leave it to us to build our own WrestleMania card before WrestleMania is even here.
Yep.
Okay, so pending what happens on SmackDown, man, we got a lot to cover next time, but I think we cover Raw pretty well. Pretty well.
Yep, I agree.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna go downstairs and get my phone. If you want to load up